East Atlantic Drive, Church of the Ascension, West Beach Drive and Arden Forest Road, Central Church of God, Coral Road, First Baptist Church, Columbus Drive, Shiloh Seventh-day Adventist Church, Sandcombe Road, Evangeline Jervis, Hurricane Shelter, Anita Doherty Drive, Beachway Drive, and Gambia Drive. Revelation Apostolic International Church, Jobson Avenue, New Life Worship Center, Coral Road, Calvary Temple.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here, faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report, the nation's chief inspecting schools ahead of the new academic year. Plus, the inquiry into the Dino Bain police-involved shooting underway in court. And the financial analyst calling for stricter best practices to reduce foreign labor. The Bahamas tonight, the national report starts now. Welcome to the broadcast. Grand Bahama Police confirming that 2 American visitors drowned there today. A 79-year-old man allegedly drowned while snorkeling in waters off Celebration Key around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Then Grand Bahama authorities informed us before news time that a 74-year-old woman died while swimming inside the pool at Celebration Key. Both matters are now under active investigation. We will have more on this developing story as it becomes available. In just a little over 2 weeks, students will be back in the classroom as the new school year gets underway. Ahead of opening day, finishing touches are being made to the nation's schools to ensure that they are ready for students and teachers. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, along with education officials, toured several schools here in the capital to see firsthand how work is progressing. The group started in Yellow Elder Gardens at the Government High School, where works have been ongoing all summer. They also toured a new pavilion area that is being constructed adjacent to the soon-to-be completed swimming pool. And afterwards, it was on to nearby C.W. Sawyer Primary School. The school is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, and roofing work is ongoing. But school principal Tanya Farquharson believes come opening day, C.W. Sawyer will be ready.
At C.W. Sawyer is on schedule. We will be ready for the reopening of school. We had some interior painting job that was done, that is completed. It's just the roofing that we are waiting on to be completed, and it is on schedule, and we will be ready for the reopening.
Now, heat will be a factor as students return to the classrooms, and Farquharson says those issues are now being addressed.
Some areas are air-conditioned. For example, the preschool, the offices are air-conditioned. We are working on getting air conditioning for the entire area. That is something that the government is looking into.
L.W. Young Junior High School was the final stop of the tour. Works are being carried out both in and outside, and all in all, officials seem positive these exercises will be wrapped before opening day, which is set for September 1st.
The report notes that the second quarter of 2024...
More evidence tonight that the country's economy is growing and continues showing signs of further growth. New data released this week from the Bahamas National Statistical Institute shows the Bahamian economy has fully rebounded from pandemic levels. Here's Corval Pyfrom.
The report notes that the second quarter of 2024 recorded the highest real quarterly GDP since the series' inception. It attributes this strong performance to industries like agriculture and fisheries, information and communication, electricity and gas, water supply and sewerage, as well as accommodation and food services. Overall, the QGDP trends for 2024 show continued economic growth when compared to the corresponding quarters in 2023. The information compiled by the Bahamas National Statistical Institute show only the third quarter of 2024 recorded a modest year-over-year decline of less than 1% when compared to the previous year. However, the most notable increase occurred in the fourth quarter of 2024, which saw real QGDP rise by 7.6% over the same period in 2023. The results, the report shows, indicate the Bahamian economy has surpassed pre-pandemic levels. The first quarter of 2024, real GDP reached $3.5 billion, a jump from $3.4 billion in the same quarter of 2023, representing an increase of 1.9%. Quarter 2 of 2024 saw a rise of 4.9%, with GDP climbing to $3.6 billion, up from $3.4 billion in 2023's Quarter 2. The third quarter of 2024, GDP saw a slight decline of 0.8% at $3.4 billion, rebounding to $3.6 billion in Quarter 4 of 2024, up 7.6% from $3.3 billion in 2023. The figures reflect typical seasonal trends in the economy, with peak activity in winter and spring months. In 2024, Quarter 1 saw real GDP increase by 5.8% compared to 2023's Quarter 4. Q2 saw a rise of 2.6% over Q1 of 2024. Q3 contracted by 5.1% from Q2, and Q4 rebounded to 4.4% over the previous quarter of 2024. Additional details on these revisions will be provided in the full National Accounts 2024 report. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pyfram.
Thanks a lot, Corvell. Well, the recruitment and deployment of Bahamian labor within critical industries has been an ongoing issue that successive governments have tried to rectify for years. But with billions of dollars in the pipeline for foreign direct investment, President of Fidelity Bank, Gowan Bo, believes a robust apprenticeship program is needed to reduce the level of foreign labor.
The truth of the matter is that all countries and all, I'm going to say, cities, states, etc., that look for development, look to import the talent that is necessary in order to get the projects underway. What is more important is the immigration policy to say that when I have recruited, hired, and brought in foreign labor, what is my apprenticeship program? What is my development program to say that I am bringing in the necessary skill sets, and then I am, if you will, availing that to Bahamians so that they're in a position to start to develop it. And then equally, how do we get Bahamians not leaving the country by virtue of brain drain, but how do we get them on secondments?
Bo strongly believes foreign labor serves as an added boost to the economy.
There is a need for an injection of skilled labor. I think the xenophobia that is created, unfortunately, by politicians from all of the major political parties, including the emerging political parties, is one that sometimes interferes with progress and development. We don't bifurcate or segregate what I'm going to call economic contributors from those that are economic refugees, and drawing the distinction, meaning if I am coming and bringing lawyers, accountants, wealth planners, etc., with skill sets and a client base that we would not ordinarily have had as a country, that is going to be progressive and developmental.
The North American and Central American and Caribbean Open Track and Field Championships are officially underway and will bring a major economic boost to Grand Bahama over the next 2 days. Ramiko Knowles joins us and has the latest.
That's right, LaDawn. Excitement is certainly in the air at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex for day one of action of the NACAC Track and Field Championships. Over 400 athletes assembling at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex to do exactly what that sign says, and that is to push past possible. The Minister for Grand Bahama says hosting an event like this in Grand Bahama is not only a proud moment for the island, but a major boost to the local tourism.
I consider Grand Bahama to be the home of events and entertainment. And the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, he's always been talking about sports in paradise. And that's what's happening here on Grand Bahama Island. There are so many vendors who are going to be here, who are going to be able to benefit from the traffic we have here at this Grand Bahama Sports Complex. And so, I look forward for this weekend of activities, what it means for our island, what it means for our country, because our country will be, broadcast to the world as a home of events and entertainment and sports tourism. Great times for our island, great times for our country, great times for culture, great times for sports, and Grand Bahama is where it's at.
Now, LaDawn, the Track and Field Championships will continue until August 17th. The opening ceremony will take place on Saturday, August 16th at about 3 o'clock, and that will be carried live on the network. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Back to you in studio.
Thanks a lot, Rumiko. And still to come, DRMA officials closely monitoring the movements of Hurricane Erin. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long day? Hungry crew? Say less and satisfy everyone with KFC's Summer Buckets. Grab a super summer bucket and get 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, 8 nuggets, corn, our new white rice with gravy, 4 buttery biscuits, 4 Switcher Pink lemonades, and 4 dessert biscuits. So whether it's on the beach, at home, or chilling with the crew, KFC's Summer Bucket starting at just $20. Bring all the flavor. Summer with KFC. It's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Like, what you grabbing all these pizzas, plate?
Wait, Marco's plate. We have a special on all day large, 1 topping pizzas plate.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. And Marco's got that deal, but.
Fashion was something that I've always loved. I always, as a child, loved to see women just impeccably dressed. But my thing was drawing the looks and mixing colors, and fashion was in my blood. My name is Dr. Jillian Curry Williams, and I'm the designer for Remilda Rose Designs. What sets me apart, that I pay attention to detail. Like, I have an eye for detail. I pay attention to the construction of my garment. I want to make sure that when my garment is completed, that you can wear that on the wrong side or the right side because it's impeccably made. I put my personality into my passion. Well, the fabric of hope was inspired by my father. My father had cancer, and I would go with him to treatments and seeing everybody just look despondent and dreary. And one day this lady dropped her mom off and her mother fell when she got inside, and I was like, wow, like God, like I'm only a fashion designer. Like, what can I do to assist these people? I know God had me to create it to inspire persons with cancer or any illness that there's hope, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. The encouraging word I would give to women, it's been in my heart for a couple of days, to speak to the older women who may feel that I'm 40, what can I do? I'm 50, what can I do? And that's when the fire in us kicks in. We've had the work experience. We pass all those tests. So take that idea that God has given you and put it to use. This is where it all begins.
To learn more about the Women Entrepreneurs Initiative, visit our website or contact us at 461-7232. And remember, empowered women empower women.
At a shot of the straw market in downtown Nassau. That shot is courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. A coroner's inquest into the case of Dean O'Bain, the 27-year-old victim killed during a police-involved shooting on December 28, 2023, continued today, where a jury of 5 reached a verdict. Danielle Dean was in court.
It make me feel bad, and I had to share a tale because there's a scene him on the floor and everything. It broke me right down.
Dean O'Bain's mother, Marva Bain, outside of court Friday told ZNS this is how she felt watching the video of her son getting gunned down by Reserve Police Constable 3099 Franklin Umbrister on December 28, 2023, for yet another time. During the continuation of a coroner's inquest before Coroner Cara Turnquest DeVoe, the verdict reached by a 5-member full-female jury was that the officer, represented by attorney Glendon Roll, is guilty of homicide by murder.
It means now that the officer had to be taken into custody because the coroner she do not have jurisdiction to give bail, and he would have to now apply to the Supreme Court for bail.
Attorney at law K. Melvin Monroe represents the estate of Dano Bain and family.
Comfortable with the jury's finding. In fact, when I gave my submissions, that is one of the things that I'd asked for, and it was obvious that based on the evidence that was laid out in the court throughout the week, and the video surveillance footage, along with the body cam footage, it suggested and confirmed that which I would have asked the jury for, that it was a callous and cold killing.
Gerald Bain, Dano's older brother, says, though, justice began with the verdict, it will still never be enough.
Still feel cut. Still feel as though, like, the police officers shouldn't do what he did. A life has been taken, regard for nothing.
Bain says what he misses most about his brother is their bonding over boats and cars. Dano owned a car wash, while Gerald is a mechanic. For now, Armbruster remains in custody until presented with a voluntary bill of indictment that will outline his court date. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Thanks a lot, Danielle. Well, a sharp increase in guns over the past few weeks has catapulted an appeal for the public to assist police to limit the number of guns seized on our streets. It was in 2023 when the Bahamas was among several countries supporting the Mexican government's lawsuit against U.S. gun manufacturers. However, the 139-page civil lawsuit seeking $10 billion in damages was dismissed by a United States judge. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, pledged the country continued support with its international partnerships in this mission.
The U.S. government has passed a useful act to deal with gun trafficking. We participate them. They provide ATF officers to our anti-gang and firearm task force. They provide officers and agents from the Homeland Security investigates. You would have seen a Bahamian charged in the U.S. with firearms trafficking because he bought a number of guns and was shown to have sent it over here. So the issue of it is we cooperate with our international partners.
The National Security Minister reasoned why public support in fighting the crime war is so crucial.
If you know your son has a gun, if you know somebody may be coming to kill your son, that may bring death to your doorstep. And so you should be telling the police where you know of these firearms existing, because it's all well and good. Somebody may come for your son and you may find yourself crying for him in the road. But what is worse, and what has happened here already, is somebody comes for your son and you are in the car and you meet your death because you were cloaking a relative.
Disaster Risk Management Authority officials are just waiting on the green light from the Bahamas Met Office to begin monitoring any potential impact Hurricane Erin may bring our way. Managing Director Aaron Sargent explains the process.
When there's certainty that the Bahamas will be impacted, we will activate our National Disaster Emergency Operations Center, and that will then lead the response efforts and advise administrators whether they are to go and shelter and we take over from a national perspective.
DRM Authority officials have already contacted their partners at the Royal Bahamas Defense Force to distribute essential supplies to any island impacted. He also outlined the readiness of Family Island administrators.
We've been doing regional training exercises with members of the Family Island administrators to encourage them on how to prepare. What's their local capacity? What's the processes for them activating? That's something that they don't just do, they do in tandem with the DRM Authority and the Met Office.
Each year within the month of August, the peak of the summer months, consumers can expect a hike in electricity bills due to the high usage of the air conditioning units. But BPL's chief operating officer says he's crossing his fingers they aren't forced into load shedding procedures here in the capital. This comes amidst a widespread power outage that still is impacting residents in Abaco.
Summer, as we know, is the hottest period of the year. For the Bahamas and the different islands, we see extreme temperatures, and again, the load or demand on all of the systems would increase. We do our load forecasting, and we hope to predict what that load would be and try to build capacity for the same. But again, we have engines or machines that are running 24/7. They need regular maintenance, and if we are challenged for reasons unknown or unplanned, then we have to address those.
BPL officials say the remaining Family Islands are also being closely monitored.
the Family Island see a number of events, regattas, festivals, homecomings that increase the load significantly, sometimes unpredictably, and where we may fall short. So BPL, as part of its planning, would try to predict and forecast this, make sure we purchase or install or have available our units. We plan our maintenance accordingly in order to meet the demand on all of these islands.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Diet-friendly special.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, Malena joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Malena, what's happening?
What's happening? LaDawn, you know very well what's happening. You know what day it is. It's Entertainment Friday, and we've got Papa Smurf in the house tonight, so I'm very excited to hear what he's going to play for us. And he's also from Grand Bahama, so, you know, we're probably just going to be bragging on the best island, and you know how it goes.
It's not the best, but I'll allow you to brag. It's not the best. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues right after this.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations, excluding the airport and food truck.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1, our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2, once your design is ready, CDS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3, our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new. Signature, what's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. Ghost pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
You always see man, the one and only, and I want y'all to tune into Entertainment Fridays on Access Now every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Who knows? Your favorite Bahamian artist might end up showing their face. But you gotta watch to find out.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a Junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars, and then forget about them until the next Members of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. Grand Bahama, Western District. Bethany Baptist Church, Hannah Hill. Church of God of Prophecy, Sea Grape. Central Zion Baptist Church, Pinedale. Church of God of Prophecy, Pinedale. Bethel Baptist Church, Pinedale. New Mount Olivet Baptist Church, Holmes's Rock. 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium, 8 Mile Rock. Grand Bahama Central District. Foster B. Pestina Hall, Christ the King Church, Special Needs Shelter, East Atlantic Drive. Church of the Ascension, West Beach Drive and Arden Forest Road. Central Church of God, Coral Road. First Baptist Church, Columbus Drive. Shiloh Seventh-day Adventist Church, Sandcombe Road. Evangeline Jervis, Hurricane Shelter, Anita Doherty Drive, Beachway Drive, and Gambia Drive. Revelation Apostolic International Church, Jobson Avenue. New Life Worship Center, Coral Road. Calvary Temple Assembly of God, Clive Avenue. Bishop Michael Eldon School Auditorium, Anita Doherty Drive. Church of God of Prophecy Community at Heart, reserved for Aftermath, Coral Road. Maurice Moore Primary School, Torcross Road, and Sandcombe Drive. First Holiness Church of God, reserved for Aftermath, Young Husband Avenue. Miracle Revival Fellowship, reserved for Aftermath, Eleuthera Drive, Hawksbill. Sir Jack Hayward Junior High School, Settlers Way. St. George's High School Gymnasium, Sunset Highway.
There's nothing like a good cleanup. Residents of Yonge Street were in for a treat today, so stay close for that. And Did you know that fly fishing is a very lucrative business? Our Felicity Darville has the details ahead. Plus, the International Men's Day organization wants to take a bite out of crime. And coming up in sports, day one of the NACAC Track and Field Championship is underway.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Well, it's Friday, the most favorite day of the week, not to mention the fact that it's Entertainment Friday, and tonight we welcome Papa Smurf, who's going to help kick off Happy Hour for us. But before we get into Happy Hour, let's dive right into the news. After about 5 to 6 months, officers of the Centerville Urban Renewal Center decided it was time to grab their rakes, brooms, and weed whackers and remove an unsightly buildup of waste on Yonge Street. Officer in charge of urban renewal and community policing, Chief Superintendent Darby Pratt, led the cleanup after receiving multiple complaints from residents.
The day you passed is an eyesore. We saw it fit to put down the gun, to put down the handcuff, and get out here in our CVs and clean the street of Yonge Street. This is an ongoing project that we are doing. From time to time, you will be seeing us in different streets doing the same thing. Maybe in Chippenham, you may see us tomorrow, or in Pinewood doing the same thing. With school about to open right here, with all the debris that was piled up here this morning, we approximately remove about maybe over 5 tons of garbage.
Thanks to partners like Bahamas Waste Management, who offered their services free of charge, and a civilian passerby who saw the officers' efforts and didn't hesitate to pitch in, they got the job done. But not without leaving this warning for future offenders.
As a gentleman who came by this morning, we didn't know him. He had a conversation with Inspector Leary, and when I turned around again, he was on the ground cleaning. You know, we have something handsome for him, and we want to say thank you to him too. He came and he did his civic duty as part of being a Bahamian. That is what we are looking for. Anybody be fine dumping garbage in this area with the police cleanup, they will have to see us.
Recreational fishing has the potential to decrease the country's deficits and significantly increase its revenue. That according to one tourism official who has left the brick and mortar of the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation to take to the skies and the seas, promoting fly fishing throughout the country. Felicity Darville tells us more.
The Ministry of Tourism's Flat Fishing Industry Development Unit is actively promoting the Bahamas to recreational fishers around the world. And as consultant Joel Moxie tells ZNS News, there's a lot of money to be made.
We are having great numbers. Recreational, perhaps many Bahamians might not know, recreational fishing is the largest economic generator in the Family Islands. We are generating, we know, pretty close to $400 million a year. In the United States, the American Sports Fishing Association pegs recreational fishing at $1.1 trillion. In Florida, recreational fishing is generating $9.0 billion plus $billion.
Moxie was attending this week's SBDC's Grant Award ceremony for fly fishers, where 27 Bahamian businesses received close to $1 million.
So for us in the Bahamas, if we can train our people and get our industry up to speed so we can benefit from the recreational fishing industry, just imagine of us inheriting 5% of that business. That's larger than, that would be larger than our, realistically will be larger than our GDP, which is $14 billion. So this industry has lots to offer, particularly for young people. We want young people to enter the industry because they can start out as guides, business owners, but they have an opportunity to move into marine science.
He spoke to us at Andros Island Bone Fishing Club, which is gearing up to take part in the Bahamas Bone Fishing Championships. It culminates in Black Point Exuma this October.
We have over $50,000 in prizes. We have 3 proud sponsors, the Integra Group, Bonefish Tapping and Trust, Jimmy Wines and Spirits. And we want to invite all fishing guides from across the Bahamas, to invite their clients from abroad to come and participate. You can reach out to us through the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism by going to www.bahamas.com or emailing me, joelmoxley@bahamas.com. Very easy.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
Thanks, Felicity. A local civic organization is doing its part to put a dent in the escalating crime wave and reduce the social ills impacting men in the country. International Men's Day Bahamas organization meeting with various civic groups and governmental agencies to devise strategies to combat the challenges facing men in the country. International Men's Day president is Dr. Henry Higgins.
Police forces here, Urban Renewal here, we have Ministry of Social Service here, and a number of other NGOs. We've come together to collaborate so that we can work together to deal with some of the issues of men in our nation. And right now in the prison, there are many men who don't know what it is to be a man. They don't even know what a father is. So that's one of our goals, to implement programs in the prison where we can be surrogate fathers to these men in the prison and where we can actually help them. And when they come out, it does not stop there. We are with them all the way. So this program is about collaborating, getting to the streets, getting into the community.
Representatives from several governmental and civic organizations at that meeting believe collaboration is crucial in addressing men's issues.
From the onset, many of these young men came from broken homes. Many had what we'd consider to be a bad break in life. Many didn't have a father figure or a positive role model. And as a result, they just went the wrong path. So for us at BDOCS, we have implemented a number of programs thanks to our commissioner.
Out of this meeting, we're bringing together a number of stakeholders, in particular men who are involved in programs to deal with the crime situation. So what we're doing as a group, we're bringing together all of the different facets of society. We always talk about everybody operating in silos, and so we're bringing together stakeholders. All of us are going to put some plans together, and then we're going to be able to support each other.
Well, still to come, it's Entertainment Friday, so we're kicking off happy hour here. And tonight, our talent is none other than Papa Smurf. Our weatherman, Basil Dean, is also on the other side of the break, so stay close.
It's hot outside, but inside the savings are super cool at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. JBI long grain rice, 5 pounds, $3.79. Jakar vegetable or canola oil, 40 ounces, $4.49. Rainbow green or dried pigeon peas, 15 ounces, $1.39. Sweet strawberries, 1 pound, $4.99. Whole chickens, $1.89 per pound. Super savings all summer long at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. 14s get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at a service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you can be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk a catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
Shop early to get your uniforms and catch Janae's Uniform Center's buy 4, get 1 free sale. Pre-monogrammed and regular school shirts, dry fit and cotton polos, jumpers, skirts, boys' long and short pants, PE shorts, underclothes, tights, socks, neckties, belts, sleeping mats, gear accessories, and character work desks. Get 50% off backpacks, lunch bags, and raincoats. Buy 4 school shirts, get 1 free. Buy 2 skirts, jumpers, or pants, get the third 50% off. Need embroidery and monogramming done? Visit Janae's Uniform Center early. Beat the back-to-school rush. Janae's Chesapeake Road back-to-school special. Restrictions apply.
It's time now for your Access Weather Forecast, and in the tropics, Erin is now a hurricane, packing winds of 75 miles per hour. As of 5 o'clock this afternoon, it was some 365 miles to the east of the northern Leeward Islands, still moving towards the west-northwest at 17 miles per hour, and we expect some rapid intensification over the next 2 to 3 days as it moves into some warmer waters of the Atlantic, and Erin is expected to become a major hurricane by Saturday, and we're talking about winds in excess of 111 miles per hour. And by late Sunday, early Monday, it should be well to the northeast of the Turks and Caicos Islands, and by that time we'll start to experience some very large sea swells, northerly sea swells, as that system takes that turns towards the northwest and eventually towards the north, keeping it well to the east of us. But the major impact will be those large swells as we go into next week. And our live weather radar showing some showers passing just to the south of the capital. We also have a few more showers on the west side of Andros as well. And our boating forecast tonight for the northwestern islands tonight right through Saturday. Easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Now the low tide, that will take place at 7:46 tonight, but another low tide at 7:50 tomorrow morning. Now for the central and southeastern islands through Saturday, easterly winds at 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet, so small craft are asked to exercise caution in the central Bahamas tonight and tomorrow. Now as we take you into Sunday in the northwestern islands, the winds will fall off though. Light and variable, flat seas, low tide 8:52 in the morning, with the high tide taking place at 3:30 in the afternoon. Now for the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, winds continue at 15 to 20 knots, but we'll see those winds backing as Erin gets a little closer, becoming northeast at 15 to 20 knots. The wave height still at 4 to 7 feet, so small craft should still continue to exercise caution in the central and southeastern islands on Sunday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Keep up about 1,000 inside a bra. She want a young man come and rev that engine like car. I think she graduate with my mom, but when she calling, no slapping, I tell her I coming now. She's keep up about 1,000 inside a bra. She want a young man come and rev that engine like car. I think she graduate with my mom, but when she calling, no slapping, I tell her I coming now.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Marlena.
Thanks, Basil. Tonight we're going to have a real treat with the performance of Papa Smurf, but first we're going to have a little chat with him. So let's start by welcoming him to Access Now. Welcome.
Thank you. Good for having me.
Now, can we start off with just telling us how long have you been in the business and what kind of attracted you into getting into music?
I've been performing for actually about 13 years now. And just music, man. It's like when you hear songs them on the radio, especially Rake and Scrape, they kind of ignite something inside you, and I just wanted to be a part of it, so I actually just dove into it and tried to become a Rake and Scrape artist.
Amazing. And now, are you full-time in your craft, or are you still trying to juggle a 9 to 5?
I'm part-time, trying to get full-time, so doing stuff like this will help me get full-time.
Sure, for sure. And when you're not performing, what are you doing? Do you have any other hobbies?
Fishing, swimming, anything outdoors, but music always on my mind. Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're from Grand Bahama?
Freeport, Grand Bahama.
I'm from Grand Bahama.
I'm from actually 8 Mile Rock.
Okay, yes. Very
I'm from 8 Mile Rock,
Jonestown. Like, oh, you're from Freeport.
Yeah.
How is Grand Bahama? How's it going over there?
Grand Bahama actually on the up and up right now. So there's a lot of stuff going on business-wise, getting up there.
Amazing. And now, do you find that you have as many opportunities for your craft over there as you do in Nassau or around the islands?
Yeah, I would say it balances itself off. Yeah, so yeah.
And what are you going to be performing for us tonight?
I'm going to be performing my song Jokiana.
Now, what has the response been? I'm excited to hear it, but what has the response been to this song since it came out?
A lot of people don't know what Jokiana means, so they're making up their own, crazy thoughts about it. I kind of refuse to tell people what it is because...
Leave it mysterious.
Exactly. As long as they're thinking about it and want to know what it is, they want more. There you go.
We definitely want to hear it. We're so excited to see it later. And it was so nice chatting with you. But now it's time for us to turn things over to ZNS Total Sports to see what's on tap.
NACAC Track and Field Championships underway over in Grand Bahama. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
Biggest night this November 1st. Join Alliance Promotions, YBE Promotions, Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and Bahamas Air as they present the Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series at the National Stadium Ground, performing for the first time. Tyrese comes to Bahamas to deliver an unforgettable performance. Also performing R&B sensation Uncle Sam. The Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series, Saturday, November 1st at the National Stadium Ground, Nassau. Tyrese and Uncle Sam together for the first time in Nassau. Advance tickets are available now at all Cash and Go locations, or log on to cashandgobahamas.com for info. Call 242-427-8111 or call 242-357-0116. Be there.
The DRM Authority 2025 Official Hurricane Shelter List. New Providence Community Center, Blake Road. Samuel and Cornelia Williams Community Center, the Salvation Army, Meadow Street. Reverend Dr. O.A. Pratt Educational Building, St. John's Native Baptist Church, Augusta and Meeting Street. The Remnant Tabernacle Praise, reserved for Aftermath, Carmichael Road. Epworth Hall, Ebenezer Methodist Church, for use by homeless and persons with physical disabilities, Shirley Street. St. Barnabas Church, Wolf and Blue Hill Roads. Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church, Prince Charles Drive, the Salvation Army, Mackey Street. Pilgrim Baptist Temple, St. James Street. New Bethlehem Baptist Church, Independence Drive. Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church, Tawny Williams Darling Highway. Agape Full Gospel Baptist Church, Kennedy Subdivision. New Dimension Ministries, Joe Farrington Road. Church of God Convention Center, Joe Farrington Road. Berea Seventh-day, Blue Hill Road South. Canon Neil E. Roach Hall, Holy Cross Anglican Church, Highbury Park. Ebenezer Mission Baptist, Charles Vincent Street. St. Mary's Hall, Fox Hill, on top of the hill. Epiphany Anglican Church, Prince Charles Drive.
The draw promo, take one.
Blessings, this is the ancient man.
All right, the draw promo, take two.
You prefer to give them McDonald's before you could give them peas and rice?
Man, ancient man, what you doing, man? Take three.
If the bugger man ever beg you, don't give him none. If he try to hold you and hide your great God, break off and run. If he say you look sweet and juicy, watch it. He just wants some, cause if the bugger man ever bite you, meow. The Drop. I don't mean drop nothing, it's the Drop Show. It's music, culture, art, entertainment.
Trust me, y'all ain't never want to miss this energy on The Drop.
So you could drop for the drop.
Yeah, little mama, bust the drop. Look out for The Drop, coming this fall.
Strong family bonds provide a crucial support system, often filling the gaps that might otherwise lead to reliance on social assistance.
If we get the family structure support system right, you won't see adult children willingly putting their parents in senior citizens' homes. You won't see anyone putting children up for adoption. We should be the safety net for when the family begins to have some challenges.
Addressing the root causes of dependency is essential, as our goal is to shift the focus from merely providing aid to fostering self-reliance.
We must be prepared to move persons from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment. And I'm asking the public to join us on this journey.
This has been the Heartbeat Brief, an inside look at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting.
Over the nation's second city, the 2025 NACAC Senior Track and Field Championships officially getting underway over the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Dozens of athletes throughout the region set to compete as they prepare for next month's World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. Our Northern Services reporter Matthew Martinborough catches up with head coach Andrew Stiles.
The North American, Central American, and Caribbean Athletic Championships are returning to the Bahamas. Team Bahamas head coach Andrew Tynes says despite the last-minute confirmation on the venue, Team Bahamas is ecstatic to perform on home soil.
Because, you know, most of the athletes are Olympic champions, Olympians, world champion, and regional champions. So pretty much they were able to adjust.
And Tynes commends the powers that be who ensured that NACAC remained a possibility this year.
I was really proud that Bahamas was able to step up and the host, you know, because you have all the great countries like the United States and all those big countries didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, it's really good for our economy.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Matthew Martinborough. Back to you, Amajal.
And that's been your TGIF Sports. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Yo, it's C-Man, the one and only, and I want y'all to tune into Entertainment Fridays on Access Now every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Who knows? Your favorite Bahamian artist might end up showing their face. But you gotta watch to find out.
I don't know, but what kind of cars is parking? You ain't even know where to park? Yeah, just don't park in the... Look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. Just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap. No, man, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way parking, bro. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad big broke, and he got a sticker inside that say this mod though. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
In 1953, the United States began using a female name for storms. And by 1978, both male and female names were used to identify northern Pacific storms. This was then adopted in 1979 for storms in the Atlantic Basin. The National Hurricane Center does not control the naming of tropical storms. Instead, there is a strict procedure established by the World's Meteorological Organization for Atlantic hurricanes. There is a list of male and female names which are used on a 6-year rotation. The only time that there is a change is if the storm is so deadly or costly that the future use of its name on a different storm would be inappropriate. These are the names of the storms for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season: Andrea, Barry, Chantal, Dexter, Aaron, Fernand, Gabrielle, Umberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, Olga, Pablo, Rebecca, Sebastian, Tanya, Van, Wendy. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the Disaster Risk Management Authority.
Looking at Saunders Beach from a drone's eye view. That shot was captured by Kyson Miller. Saunders Beach is a popular spot in Western New Providence, but it's time for us to take a trip to lay low in Bimini. Let's go. The 56th annual Glens Road Race is now history. It was started back in 1964 by a teacher couple from Eleuthera and later adopted by Glen Roll. Even though Glen is no longer with us, the tradition carries on. Well, after suffering a broken ankle, bronchitis, and pneumonia this year, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, was still able to keep up his tradition of participating in the race. Good job, Minister Mitchell. And now, just as promised, here's the one and only Papa Smurf with Jukiano.
Oh, I go in dancing Nassau for that Jukiano. I go in dancing Nassau for that Jukiana. And when I find that Jukiana I'm searching for, I can Jukiana till I can't Jukiana no more. I'm feeling dancing Nassau on a millboat, and I carrying with me my coconut rum. And I don't care to see anyone when I get there. I just want Jukiana to welcome me when I come. So I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. And when I find that Jukiana I'm searching for, I can Jukiana till I can't Jukiana no more. They say they got good Jukiana in Agua, and Cad Island say the Jukiana the best. But the reason why I go in dancing Nassau, cause Nassau Jukiana is better than the rest. So I go in dancing Nassau for that Jukiana. I go in dancing Nassau for that Jukiana. And when I find that Jukiana I'm searching for, I can Jukiana till I can't Jukiana no more. Oh, they say they got good Jukiana all over these islands. But if you want the real good Jukiana, guess where you gotta go? You gotta go Nassau. That's right. So I walking up and down all over Bay Street, and I stop to take a rock out of my shoe. And when I stop in front of this little hotel, I feel so much Jukiana I didn't know what to do. So I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. And when I find that Jukiana I'm searching for, I can Jukiana till I can't Jukiana no more. I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. All right. I go in down to Nassau for that Jukiana. And when I find that Jukiana I'm searching for, I can Jukiana till I can't Jukiana no more. Pa pa para pa 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 para pa pa para. Pa para pa 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 para pa para pa pa para. Pa para pa 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 para pa para pa pa para. Pa para pa para 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 para.
You can tell he really means it, and I think we're all ready to get our Friday night started now. That does it for Access Now for tonight. Make sure you join us next week when we're going back to school. And stay tuned for our friend Royston Jones with the last newscast of the night. Good night, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining us.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paiswell Forbes. This is ZNS.